ladies, part 2 of polishing a turd. A lot of work's gone on since you last seen it. Obviously that I left you where I sorted out the shoulder straps which are still attached to the Bergen. All I've done is unpick the Bergen, completely disassembled it. It's now got a back, obviously the sides, the front and the side, and obviously the bottom is on this one. I'll show you a bit of unpicking later on, just in case nobody's ever done that, when I take this white panel off there, the actual name tag. Right, ladies and gents, just to upgrade the back of this Bergen because it had nothing there. It's only meant to be a lightweight survival Bergen, you know, in a helicopter somewhere, grabbed by the crew if they crash land or get shot down, that type of scenario. So, never done it before, but it's not that hard, I'm sure it's not. Once that white patch is gone, I've just roughly cut out 2 pieces of foam mat, and I wanted to make it a little bit more pronounced than one level, so I've just tacked 2 together, ladies and gents, and cut them about there. Now, my aim, I've never done it before, this stuff's good, but it's horrible to work with because where it just stretches, when you want to get something accurate, it don't really let you do it. But ladies and gents, obviously, what I'm going to be doing there, as you can see now, is sewing it down there, at the top along, and then leaving push 2s in, and then I'm going to be sewing these 2 in, so they are literally like that. Okay, ladies and gents, so that will give me a channel down the side, channel down there, and a channel there. This will be mostly pressing against me back, so I just got my dog there, really good. Giving me some, you know, lumbar support there, you know, for my back and my spine going down there. So, ladies and gents, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that away and do that. I've shown you a little bit of sewing in the last one, but what I'm going to do before that, just to tidy it up, take off this label. Now, as you've got different contrasting cottons, I'll show you how I initially start to unpick something and then how I can do it. So, I'll see you in a moment. Right, ladies and gents, what I use for unpicking is a Swan Morton surgical blade. I used to do models with this, so I've got them there. Always try and use the sharpest blade you've got. These don't cost a great deal, ladies and gents, especially if you're doing a bit of sewing up and so forth. As we can see, you've got the different coloured stitching there. Quite easier to see on that bit. But what I'll do is I'll start on the outside. This is a piece, I don't mind damaging this, I do mind damaging this. You've got to be careful here, ladies and gents, because if you start ripping your Cadora nylon, you're just going to muck your whole project up. But all I'll do is go under, pick up a few stitches, cut away a few stitches, again back of the blade, because all I want to do is cut that stitch, ideally not either material. So there again, I now can hopefully get me thumb under there. And now you see that stitching that's right there, that one there. Carefully, I'm going to angle my blade so if it cuts the white stuff, not my Cadora nylon, and literally just pull it, cut the string. Go slowly, don't go fast. Don't take too long to do anyway. Is cut it all the way down. And then the corner one, rip a few bit more. Again, I'm always angling this up so it shouldn't catch my hands anyway. I know I'm going towards myself with a very sharp blade, but I'm not using a great deal of force. I'm letting the sharpness of the blade just cut that. Cut that away. Right. And again, try and bring it down here. That's the piece I'm going to hit in there. Just, you can see the grey cotton on it. Cut that bit. A bit of a tug so I can I'm always just going to go and cut the cotton, nothing else. Hopefully. Right, ladies and gents, it's now completely sewed all the way around and hemmed, so there's going to be no fraying. Like I say, I doubled that bit under. This is the bottom, that's the top, so I want these 2 pads roughly that far apart. That's where my spine will go. And they're inside now. I've sewn down the middle, I'll push them in, sewed down the middle and sewed up the back. That's what I've done since I've last seen you. So now, once I'm happy with them, and I've got a little marker point up here, so I know they're equally distanced apart. Okay, and as you know with me, you can get a tape measure out and you can be there all day, ladies and gents, but it's got to be a bit rough and ready. So I'm going to mark, I want to sew as much as I can down that one there, pushing that up a bit more, and yeah, I think I'm going to sew down there. So down there. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that bit, pull it in tight there. I'll move these, as I'm sewing down them lines, I'll move them across as much as I can. That way I can get a nice stitch down there. Then push them right up against it, push it to the top and sew down so I get that effect. And I'll sew down there, ladies and gents. Once I've got it in there, pushed down and positioned, I'm not going to bring it back, but literally I'm going to sew down there, sew down that side, push them over as much as possible and try and with me sewing foot come down there and sew down there just to make them stand out a little bit proud, ladies and gents. Alright, ladies and gents, bring it back now. I've done a little bit of sewing now. Nothing that requires, you know, you're looking at the sewing machine or me doing it. It's all been sort of fairly simple stitches. The only other stitch I've done is a zigzag stitch all the way around here, and just while I've got it off, because once I've put this burden together I can't get this again. I've gone round every single piece again. Don't waste it for a bit of cotton. And as you can see, here's the shoulder straps. Already sorted them out because I just decided I like this burger, I like the style of it. I've got a few ideas I want to put into it. I want to, you know, Mr. Ramirez, your leaf cutter, bit of a girly burden. How I can sort of better that. And so there we go, ladies and gents. As we see now, I've now got two pads on that. I want to go full retard on this. Just going to do something to it properly. But yeah, so these will be pressing against me back, a little bit of airflow all the way around. Like I say, there was nothing before. There was just a, you know, a piece of Cordura nylon. So on that, I say you sort out the back of a burden, or you make it from scratch, which is exactly what I have done on there. Just coming back to this is my pre-prototype, because I will be making a complete burden from scratch. But let's not run before we can walk, ladies and gents. And do you know, that is going to be the back of the burden. That is how literally tall it is from there to there. So I'm going to cut a piece of roll mat that's going to slip down, and it's going to be on the inside, remembering that's the outside. So yeah, because I want to be able to pull this thing out, the actual piece of material that goes down there. So it's like an insulated seat should I need it as well. And again, it never hurts to protect your kit in there. Not too hard to do either. So I'll bring you back when I've done that, ladies and gents. Right, ladies and gents, what we can see here is the inside of the burden. It's got a bit of discoloration here and there. It's just normal surface stuff that always used to happen to the first issue of burden. There's nothing wrong with the material on the outside. So as it's inside and I was covering it, used again a normal bit of roll mat. It's a very bright colour, so it's something I picked up for £1 at a boot fair or something, you know. Absolutely good padding on the inside. So that's the inside of the burden. As I say, don't pay no attention to that, that's nothing. There's my two lumbar supports or back supports in there. This is the inside of the burden. So it's a square of that material, I'll cut it out, and this is some IPK material. First bit of material I come to, totally adequate for the job, and again don't cost a great deal. You will notice here I've left a flap. You know, I put it in and then sewed it up so it's completely sealed inside there. But once it's in the burden, you see here along this strap, this one here, I'm going to put a strip of Velcro there and a corresponding strip of Velcro on there, so it's inside there. But when if and when I need to take it out, I can just tear off the Velcro and it will come out and it will be a seat pad for me. So therefore, ladies and gents, I really do think the back of this burden I've now got sorted out. I'm going to go on to the bottom at the moment, but we'll talk about that in a second. So, yes, ladies and gents, just make sure you're actually in shot. Down here, strip of Velcro, which is coming in the post, 25mm Velcro, put that on there, so it's semi-permanent. Okay, it won't start flapping about when I need it, but should I need to take it out, job done, tear off the Velcro, pull it out, and that'll keep me insulated. And all it is, a bit of roll mat, and I've just enveloped it into a piece of IPK material, which is quite robust and doesn't cost a lot. Okay, ladies and gents, what we're going to go on to now is the bottom. Right, I've just brought you back, ladies and gents. That's the back, and exactly where it folds there. That's a handhold. This is the bottom of the Bergen. Thought about putting a little patch on there or something, but you know, I'm just going to put some attachment loops. 25mm webbing on there, so if I needed like a roll mat or something attached to the bottom, or a poncho type roll, or keep my shelter kit at the bottom, I can thread some 25mm straps through there, and I've done a rough idea of what I want. So I'm going to go and do that, and then that'll be the back of the Turd finished. Take care. Right, ladies and gents, I've got a stitch line there and a stitch line there, which I've worked out. That's just about a third of the way in and a third of the way in there. So again, the easiest way to do this, yeah, I've just got my ruler, straight down, nice clear markings as to where the sew line's going to be. And the first one, I want it quite near the back, so it will be there. And again, there. So, beauty of doing something yourself. Hasn't got to be perfect, but there's an old saying, a blind man would like to see the difference. So when you do that, then I know that's the bit where my loop's going to be. A little bit of thought, not too hard to sort out. You get people doing the measuring, dividing and all that. Blimey, I don't even think I've got a calculator. But yeah, so that's where one loop's going to be. One loop, one loop, one loop, bring you back. Right, ladies and gents, just looking forward here. This isn't part of it. This is the side of the Bergen, and that's the side of the Bergen, and that's the back of the Bergen. That's where that pouch was originally. I've taken that off. I may put that at the top, I don't know. But the next thing I'm going to be doing here is fashioning some just make sure I'm in shot there. Yeah, so I'm looking at the side. A pouch. It's going to be sew on, but what I want is to have the sleeve down the side, so you can drop axes and stuff like that down there. Again, I'm not going to do this zip on and zip off, too complicated. I'm probably not really going to be doing it that often to make it all worthwhile. I have an idea with a zip on the main pouch at the back, which I'm going to make bigger than the other one, but just as an idea. It's not this, but well, there you go. I've just found out how big and how wide the pouch is going to be. That's just a little bit of material I had over from the Carrymore version I did. Right, ladies and gents, yeah, nice one. So bring it back. That's what the next part of polishing the Turd's going to be. Getting both sides sorted out, and then I'm going to sort the rear of the Bergen, or the back of the Bergen, and going upwards.